Greetings to all. I am K. Thangaranjitham from Government College of Engineering, Tirunelveli. I am handling basics of biomedical instrumentation subject through this video class. In this video, we are seeing about 4th unit. So, in 4th unit, I completed temperature and respiration rate in the previous video. In this video, we are going to see about pulse rate measurement, blood pressure measurement. So, first one is pulse rate measurement and then blood pressure measurement. So, first one is a pulse rate measurement. So, first, what is meant by pulse rate? So, each and every human body has one pulse rate. So, we are going to measure the pulse rate in certain ways. When heart muscle contract, blood is ejected from the ventricles and a pulse of pressure is transmitted through the circulatory system. This pulse can be measured at various points. We can sense the pulse by placing our fingertip over the radial artery on the wrist. This pulse travels at a speed of 5 to 15 meters per second. Photoelectric method is commonly used to measure the pulse. Figure shows the pulse pressure waveform picked up by photoelectric method. Each and every person pulse having the same waveform. So, pulse measured in two ways. One is transmittance method, another one is reflection method. So, first one is the transmittance method. The figure shows the transmittance method arrangement. Here, LED and photoresistor are used in this method. They are mounted in an enclosure that fits over the tip of the finger. So, in the bottom of the finger having photoresistor, top of the finger having photoresistor, bottom of the finger having the lamp arrangement as shown in figure. Light is produced by LED. The same light is passed through the finger for each heart pulse. Blood is forced to extremities and the amount of blood in the finger is increased. So, optical intensity is changed. So, the light is received by the photoresistor. This photoresistor is connected with a part of voltage divider circuit. The voltage produced by this circuit is directly proportional to the amount of blood flow in the finger. The output is recorded by using strip chart recorder. So, in the strip chart recorder output, we can able to analyze the pulse rate on comparing to one reference signal. If there is any difference between measured waveform and original, means there may have some disorder or fault in the pulse rate of the patient. Another one is the reflection method of pulse rate measurement. In reflection method, LED is placed adjacent to the phototransistor as shown in figure. Here in the bottom of the finger, both LED and photoresistor are placed. LED emits the light. This light is reflected from the skin and the tissues falls on the photoresistor. The reflected light varies depends upon the blood flow in the finger. The phototransistor is connected as a part of the voltage divider circuit. The output obtained is directly proportional to the amount of blood in the finger. The output can be recorded using strip chart recorder. So, from the strip chart recorded analysis or chart, we can able to show the measured pulse rate waveform. Also, it is compared with the reference wave. If there is any difference between the reference and output, means there may have some fault or disorder as in our pulse rate. In that way, we can able to measure the pulse rate. So, another one is the blood pressure measurement. The next topic is blood pressure measurement. Blood pressure is the most often measured and most intensively studied parameter in medical and physiological practice. Generally, pressure is defined as force per unit area. That is, pressure P is equal to force by area, where P is the pressure, A is the area, F is the force. Pressure is increased by increasing the force or by decreasing the area. We are having two types of pressure. One is a hydrostatic pressure. Hydrostatic pressure, in hydrostatic pressure, the force in the system under pressure is not varied, then the pressure is known as hydrostatic pressure. Hydrodynamic pressure, in hydrodynamic pressure, if the force in the system under pressure is varied, then pressure is known as hydrodynamic pressure. So once we are applying force, our pressure is increases means it is known as hydrodynamic pressure. So in order to measure the blood pressure, we are having two methods. One is indirect method and another one is a direct method. Indirect method also called as physimo-manometer, also oscillatory method, also oscillometric method. So these are all the other names of indirect method of finding the blood pressure. In oscillatory method, the figure shows how the pressure will be taken. Here in this method, physimo-manometer is used to measure blood pressure indirectly. The physimo-manometer consists of inflatable rubber bladder which is known as cuff, rubber sequence ball pump and valve assembly. Pressure is measured using manometer with mercury column. So now we are going to see the step-by-step procedure of physimo-manometer. The cuff is wrapped around the patient upper arm at the point about midway between the elbow and shoulder as shown in figure. The stethoscope is placed over the artery downstream to the cuff. Because at this place branchial artery comes close to the surface. This is the entire view of the physimo-manometer arrangement. Here in the hand arrangement, our cuff arrangement also shown, also sequence of ball pump also given, the stethoscope is given, also the mercury column indicate the pressure level, so from which one graph is drawn. So now the cuff is inflated with the pressure, inside the inflated bladder is increased to a point greater than the anticipated systolic pressure. This pressure compresses the artery against the underlying bone so that blood flow is stopped in the vessel. Then the detector slowly reduces the blood pressure in the cuff and he watches the mercury column. When the systolic pressure exceeds the cuff range, then the doctor can hear some crashing, snapping sound through the stethoscope. The sound is known as Korotkov sound. This Korotkov sound is vanished when the pressure drops below the diastolic pressure. So from which we can able to know one is systolic pressure, another one is the diastolic pressure. So systolic pressure is the top level and diastolic is the bottom level. Once our pressure reaches this diastolic range means doctor can able to hear one sound. This sound is known as Korotkov sound. So first one is a systolic pressure. The amount of pressure exerted on the arteries and blood vessel, normal systolic blood pressure range should be 90 to 120 mm per mercury. It is maximum pressure applied to arteries. So the systolic pressure range is 90 to 120 mm mercury. Then diastolic blood pressure, the amount of pressure exerted on wall of arteries, normal range of diastolic pressure is 60 to 80. So 60 to 80 is a diastolic pressure. The pressure reading in the mercury column during onset of Korotkov sound is noted. Korotkov sound is noted, and this Korotkov sound, noted Korotkov sound is compared with the recurred level of the patient. The pressure reading in the mercury column at which Korotkov sound is disappear is known as diastolic pressure. The pressure reading in the mercury column during onset of Korotkov sound is noted systolic pressure. So Korotkov sound is disappeared at some point. This is known as muffling. The use of Korotkoff sound as an indicator, indirect indicator of blood pressure measurement is known as auscultation. It means auscultation means hearing. Okay, so in that manner the indirect measurement is done to measure the pressure of the particular patient. Then another one is a direct method. So direct method of blood pressure, this diagrammatic representation is shown in figure. Direct method is used when accurate blood pressure reading is necessary. So once we are going to need accurate blood pressure range means we go for direct measurement. So if we want to know blood pressure in deep region, then indirect method is not useful, so direct method is used. Problems used in direct BP measurement is, in direct method catheter or needle type probe is inserted through a vein. This catheter tip probe, inside it a sensor is mounted at the tip of the probe. The pressure exerted on the tip is converted to the corresponding electric signal. In fluid filled catheter type, pressure is exerted with the fluid filled column is transmitted to external transducer from which the electric signal is obtained. The typical diagrammatic representation is shown in here. Here the needle is inserted into the patient. Here one ball placement is having through which we can able to adjust the pressure, and the exerted pressure will be noted through pressure transducer, from which we can also able to view the signal waveform through pressure monitor arrangement. If suppose inside the needle we are having some fluid filled catheter type, before inserting the catheter into the blood vessel, fluid filled steam should be completely filled out. Usually sterile saline is used for this purpose. Because of doing like this, blood clotting is avoided. In order to avoid blood clotting, first this fuel filled will be in a empty manner, and then some of the fluid will be inserted. The measurement of systolic and diastolic blood pressure diagrammatic representation is used here. M1, M2 meters to indicate the systolic and diastolic. Blood is taken from the vessel during the catheter tip probe. Pressure exerted is transmitted to the pressure monitor. Because transducer convert the pressure into electrical signal, it is displayed in the monitor. The detailed circuit is shown in the figure. Amplifier and ECG can be used. It may be also used in amplifier and ECG circuits. Two indicators are available for systolic display and diastolic display. If output of an amplifier is positive going pulse, then D3 will be on. So capacitor C3 is charging up to peak value. Here R3 and C3 combination used to set some time constant value, which is used for stable display. Diastolic circuit shown reading in indirect way. Initially clamping circuits is available. C1 and D1 are used to develop the voltage which is equal to the peak to peak value of the pressure pulse. This voltage is appeared across R1 resistor, then D2 is on, so C2 is charged up to peak value of the pulse signal. The diastolic pressure is displayed using the indicator M2. The M2 and M1 reading display will be noted is M2 will be equal to peak systolic value minus peak to peak pressure value. So peak to peak pressure value is applied through doctor, and peak systolic value is the pressure is monitored by the particular equipment. If this diastolic pressure means M1 will be equal to peak diastolic value minus peak to peak pressure value. In that manner, and according to the specification of dystolic and diastolic pressure, we can able to analyze this is dystolic pressure or systolic pressure. In that manner, we can able to analyze the blood pressure in direct method. So in this video we studied about, first one is respiration rate, another one is